Larry Tammanini here with Jazz Guitar Under 5 Minutes, and I'm here today to talk about the importance of repetition while you're playing guitar and developing your phrases. Repetition is key. I see a lot of stuff online saying that I'm tired of playing the same old thing. If you're playing the same old thing, then in a lot of ways that's a great indicator, because it means that you're aware of what you're doing. You're aware that you're playing it the same way all the time. So instead of feeling like you have to learn all new stuff, let's talk about repurposing and repackaging what you already know or might know. It's something that I do all the time. You're not recycling licks, you're repurposing licks. It's environmentally friendly guitar playing, right? So a great example of that is what I just played over these first two choruses. Now I use an F blues. I always seem to come back to the blues. Blues is what got me into the guitar, got me into music and jazz. I always come back to the blues, especially because it's a great way to implement new ideas, or in this case, recycling or repurposing licks. So what I ended up doing was I took this line, right? It's a line that Miles Davis used and Wes Montgomery used, and No Blues and All Blues and Some Are All Blues or All of the Some Blues. You can tell it's a very spontaneous blues idea that gets repeated for the head, right? You play it in a couple different positions because it sounds cool. And then down here. So I did that for an entire chorus to let you know. And when you're repeating an idea, you're letting the listener know, you're letting your bandmates know, you're letting everybody know where you are. You're clearly defining what you're doing. There's nothing wrong with playing simple ideas. And you know, there's no like jazz guitar hangman where you like play a note and then you can't use that note anymore for the rest of a chorus. That's silly. And again, the blues are a great way to do that, right? And that's what I do on my second chorus. I go back to that idea with the third. I start on my F and I repeat that idea once I get to my B flat, and then I do it again. Or something along those lines, right? I play that same phrase over B flat, and then I do it again. Once I get to that part, after I've established and repeated the idea a few times, I'm a little bit more free to improvise and play what I'd like to play, or, deviate a little bit from what I had just been playing for the last 8 bars. Now, a lot of people will say, well, like, that's easy to do on a blues, but, like, how can I do that on a jazz standard? And okay, so check it out. If we're taking a tune like All the Things You Are, right, and let's just say that you've spent a lot of time learning all the chords to that song. F minor, B flat minor, E flat 7, A flat. All that stuff once it gets back to the C. And, I've learned the arpeggio. I've learned it all, right? But it still sounds like I'm playing the same exact thing. Okay, well, again, no need to reinvent the wheel here. So let's, instead of breaking down the whole chord, another common mistake jazz guitar players make is once they learn the arpeggio and they learn all the chord tones, they feel they have to play all the chord tones. This is not the case. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to think about the third and the root. Once I get to my F minor, B flat minor. I get to hear, I'm a little bit more free to play what I'd like to play, right? Because I've repeated an idea a number of times. Some people think that like 3 is the number that you can do. Let's be honest. Pat Martino became legend, and he'd spend whole choruses going like this. So have I, right? I'm sure a lot of us have. So there's no shame in repeating an idea. There's no shame in really repeating an idea and getting all you can from a rhythmic aspect out of it too. If you play a phrase the same way, we'll try to play it off different beats, and you'd be surprised the musicality that will ensue once you do that. And if all else fails, and you've done that and you're still having a hard time, you need to go out and get yourself a jazz sweater. Not a jazz scarf, a jazz sweater, and that'll immediately improve your phrasing game 100%. I wish that was the case. But anyway, keep swinging. I hope you like this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I put up content every week. LT Jazz Guitar. Thanks for tuning in. Keep swinging. Bebop.